Hi, welcome to the GenX Glam Gap channel here on YouTube. It is great to see everyone, whether you're coming back, whether you're new, whether you just joined because you like watching my cat Zena's shorts. Welcome to everyone. Welcome to Nevermind November, day 5, and I've got a good one for you. I've got a really good one for you, but I got to get ready. I'm in a super hurry and got to get out the door extra early, which leads me into the good one I got for you for Nevermind November. All right, this is the thing. I got to go into work 2 hours early today to help the team sort of work on something that we didn't quite get right yesterday. Was I team leader? No. Was I just a pawn on the board making my moves in the project until I got taken out by a bigger piece? Yes, I was. But my pawn has been brought back to life, and I am gonna actually, I got up 2 hours earlier than normal, and I'm gonna head into the office here shortly. So that's my Nevermind November story for today. I just went in, and I want to say happy Election Day to American voters. Have fun out there at the polls, and let's see how let's watch the tickets come in. Should be an exciting day and night for those of you that are following American politics. All right, so I just went in with my Estée Lauder. It's a tint. It's a foundation tint. I've used this before. Actually, the video I did on it did way better than I ever thought it might. I think it got up to a couple hundred views. That's fantastic. That was a fantastic winning video of Octoberpalooza, where I was here uploading a video every single day. This is the one where, gosh, this has such a pleasant scent. Let's quickly review if I can remember. I think it was 29 shades, SPF 20, and it's a very giving formula, meaning you can kind of screw up, you can mess up by a shade up or down, and in the blending process you're probably going to be okay. I already came on here with skincare and some color correcting, and now I'm just going in with a little bit of this tint to give. Kind of going to be a long day because it's starting early. So I thought, okay, let's just get something going on of a base more than I normally do, because I have a few different favorite foundations, but I don't always, I rarely put on a base first in terms of a foundation. I'm much more into dotting concealers and color correctors and creams, like moisturizers or whatnot, and blending it all out to give a nice little coverage base. But today I really like this. It's called Futurist. That's the name of it. And you know what I noticed? I want to talk about this. What don't I want to talk about? When I was in Shoppers last weekend, I noticed that Clarins came out with a new tint. It's in a small bottle, and it has, it has a little Doppler, like this, but it's really tiny. And I swatched it and put it down right here. Now the folks at Sephora say when you want to test for your color, and maybe beauty school will confirm this, do your swatch right down here, or like right here, or on the back of your hand here. Anyway, so I swatched it there. I was like, oh, it's okay. And then I was like, but I have the Estée Lauder one. And then I went on my hands like this. It had dried down so fast. Like right now, I like to, I did blend that with the Beauty Blender because I'm in a hurry. I don't think I would blend this serum one with a brush. I don't think I would. Maybe my Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood complexion brush, which I think is the best brush that I have. I think that, if you have a really high quality brush, yeah, but otherwise just going in with the Beauty Blender. And I like to almost always finish these blends by just kind of like massaging them in to my skin, tapping and pushing. And that's how I like to get it down. All right, I used my Essence lip liner again today that I got in the advent calendar because I really like it. I have a little bit of my Charlotte Tilbury tinted rose elixir lip oil on, but I was thinking of using some Charlotte Tilbury today, like her light Pillow Talk. Speaking of Charlotte Tilbury, I was watching a video last night that Charlotte collabed, and she was on, you know, this was several years ago. She did a video with one of the gurus, and it was interesting because it was the time period of that video was when, and I'm looking for it and I can't find it, when she had dropped her Pillow Talk eyeliner, which was in her recent chest of beauty treasures that I just bought, her advent calendar. I used it today. I went a little heavy with it, so I hope it doesn't transfer. But it was just so cute watching her like use it, because she was like, oh, you know, this is great. I've only used like lab prototypes. And she was discussing with the other person what, you know, they were trying to figure out what shade it was. Is it a brown? Is it a maroon? And I kind of had the same thing the first time I swatched it. I'm like, it's not quite a brown, but it's not like a maroon. It's such a pretty color. Now I've completely put it away on my station, so I can't. Man, my station needs a little bit of organization, even though I did a little bit this weekend. I need to do more. Speaking of Charlotte Tilbury, let's just go in with her bronzer. This is in the shade Light. I'm going to do a little bit of bronzing, but I don't think I'm going to do, I don't know if I'm going to do, yeah, I think I could do a pop of color on my cheeks and run it around if I could find my Charlotte Tilbury. Why is Charlotte my go-to? Why am I always going to Charlotte? I don't know. I just feel like her formulas are so spot on that it's not going to be something that I'm going to have to take off and try again, right? Speaking of taking off and trying again, is anybody buying anything? And this has nothing to do with that expression. Has anybody bought anything from the Sephora sale? I've narrowed it down to something like I think I might want to buy. And I think I will, but I don't know. Now it's becoming an issue of getting to this sale before it's over. I'm getting kind of busy here in Nevermind November. But I want to get some more Sol de Janeiro leave-in conditioner. I'm almost out, and I really, really like this stuff. In fact, I'm more than halfway through my, my day leave-in conditioner too. So I go through that because, like I said in the video I did in response to Subby saying, hey, what's your hair routine? We'd like to know. I go through a lot of leave-in conditioner because I don't wash my hair every day. So on the days where it's like not a wash and dry the hair day, I gotta spray that stuff in, protect my hair before I flat iron or before I like use my hot airbrush on it. So there it is. I think that's maybe what I'll buy in the sale. Let's look at here. Let's see if I pulled the right one out, because I'm not looking for the tropical. I wasn't looking for this one. This one's beautiful. I was using this one over the summer. This is her tropical sunset one. I mean, I think it's just a little bit too much for what I was going for today. So let's look at this one. Let's look at Riri Fenty. Let's get a little bit. This is more the color I was going for, but that Charlotte blush color that I showed you is beautiful, right? Speaking of beautiful things by Charlotte Tilbury, the Pop Shot eyeshadows. I'm not an eyeshadow person, but I want to get one of those so bad. I did a video on comparing the Pop Shots, which I didn't have on hand, to this ELF $6.99 single shadow that's out there. And on the internet, and I didn't know at the time when I did my video that the internet was going to rage on these things. There's a rage on the internet if you're following like the drama channels and all this stuff. They're comparing this ELF eyeshadow against a Patrick Ta eyeshadow, and I compared it against a ColourPop from Charlotte Tilbury, which I don't have, because the ColourPops are sold individually as this one is, right? It's not sold in a duo. And it's the same shape as the ColourPop. It's just that, diamonds, sparkling diamonds are the flecks inside of Charlotte's ColourPops. And ELF just claims to give you flecks of sparkles. I tried to do, one of the tests that they're doing online, just like swipe my finger like that and see what we could pick up. And it's not, I mean, you can see a little bit, but it's not, like, I really have to press my finger. And in the original video, I don't want to put this on because it's definitely not a sparkle day. In the original video that I did, I couldn't even really get that much on my finger. I had to go in. The instructions from ELF say use a broad-based brush to apply this. So they even know that you're, if you go in and you do your little press and you want to give your flick, it's not going to be like this beautiful sparkly swipe, which I tend to think if, you're using Charlotte Tilbury, it will. I can only compare it to this Charlotte Tilbury, the Exaggerize, where, I can go like that and there's a, you can see, you can see picked up pretty well. And this isn't even the color pop, and there's the ELF. I mean, again, it all boils down to brand loyalty and what your price point range is. But I'm having a really good time following this drama because I was ahead of the drama. I was doing my own videos on this, not comparing it to Patrick Ta, because I think it's a better comparison to look at Charlotte Tilbury, because Charlotte Tilbury has the single pops. And, the Patrick Ta duo is like, I don't know, $42 for 2 shadows. And like, come on. That's, yeah, it's expensive, but that's what Clinique sells them for. And a color pop, I think, is like $30-some just for 1 shade. And Charlotte's selling 2 color pops in a duo for, I think it's $62 bucks. So I don't know. I have my own theories. When people out there, gurus, are doing comparison videos, they have to be very careful who they compare what against, because perhaps they've worked with a brand before and you don't really want to be, using 2 products, different brands, making them square off against each other in a video that's maybe going to get like, I don't know, millions of views. And then your brand partners are like, what the heck? So you got to pick a brand that you dig and maybe you have a deal with. And then you got to pick another brand that you still like, that it's great and you're not going to slam, but you don't have any deals with them. So they're not going to come at you for being like, what the heck? Why'd you pit me against such and such and make me come out the loser? I don't know. It's just my theory. All right, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I hope you're well. I hope you have a fantastic day. I gotta get out of here. I hope they let me in the building. I hope they let me in the building this early. We'll see. Take care. I'll see you in the next video.